Okay, so we are back again, and let's just get into the integration tab and let's just hit explore all. Okay, so Lottie integrations and plugins simply your motion design workflow. Okay, sorry, simplify your motion design workflow. Okay, so let's just scroll down and see what the Lottie has to offer. Okay, so Lottie integrations and plugins for all your favorite tools. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so as you can see, there are so many tools which are used for creating Lottie animations, and in this course we will be using Adobe After Effects for creating Lottie animations. Now you may ask me that why aren't we using any other software, and the reasons are really very clear, and I will tell you what are those reasons now. So let's just open every um, tool inside a different tab and let's just compare them real quickly. Okay, so let's just leave Adobe After Effects for now and let's just go ahead to Nix. Okay, powerful UI animations within Figma. We believe that UI animations should be created where you design them, not in an external software. First of all, I strongly disagree with this opinion because the design software has a different purpose and the animation software has a different purpose. A design software cannot do both tasks very intuitively, and I don't recommend it because the industry standards do not work like that. The big companies do not work like that, and professionals do not work like that because expert animators will use expert animation tools to create really good animations. They will not use design tools. Okay, so please keep in mind that try not to use Figma plugins for creating Lottie animations. It's just not helpful, and you can really also use Figma now to create Lottie animations as well, but I don't really recommend it as well because there is not much creative freedom when it comes to easing the keyframes because Figma does not offer a speed graph or value graphs. It basically provides a baseline curve line. So basically that's it, that you can control. You don't have creative freedom over every keyframe and you cannot create complex motions with it. So please keep that in mind. So let's just leave that out of the option. Powerful 2D animation software for Mac and Windows. Now it says get started, it's free. Now let's go to pricing. Okay, $16 per month, billed annually. Prices excludes VAT and applicable taxes, and download for free and free forever, no credit card required. Okay, so let's just see learning. Okay, let's just forget it. Let's just go to feature. Design in real time, lighting fast viewport rendering means you can stay focused on being creative. Okay, easy versioning, that's good. Creative playground, okay, that doesn't add any value, I believe. End-to-end workflow, move seamlessly from artworking to animation and build vector-based creative from the ground up. Okay, native features. Recontrol, rubber hose, connect shapes, color palettes, magic easing, text animation, duplicator, data import. Lottie export is pro. Okay, so we will be paying money. Force dynamics, fall offs, quad tree. Okay, so there are some really good features. We can add some rigging controls and we can use rubber hose as well. But there is a downside to using this software. There will be times when you will have to provide source files to the clients, and as we all know that Cavalry is currently not the most famous software out there for creating UI animations. But Adobe After Effects has a really good franchise of creating multiple things. Also, keep in mind that sometimes clients will ask you to give them source file of the project, and when you tell them that you have created in Cavalry, they might not be able to edit it really well, and they will be pissed off when they have to purchase an extra subscription because Adobe has been bought by thousands or millions of people around the world, so it will not bother the client editing them, or maybe they want to ask their friend to edit it or maybe hire someone else. And most likely other creators also have more chances of having a subscription of Adobe After Effects instead of having a subscription for Cavalry. So these are the reasons. Please try to keep in mind that we will be offering services to clients, so please keep that in mind. So, and also another reason is that you can also do multiple types of other work in After Effects as well. You can create explainer videos, you can do multiple sort of work, but in Cavalry you can't do those things. Okay, so it will be limiting your creativity in that way. Okay, so let's move forward to Fable, powerful motion design within reach. Okay, as you can see, it also doesn't provide you a value graph. Basically you will have to select every individual keyframe and then animate. It's easy. So basically you can't just select two keyframes and then ease them. You will have to work on them separately, or you can just use the both option from here, as you can see, to create the animation. But I don't think that it is really helpful because you can't use multiple properties and replicate their easing really quickly as we can do in comparatively in Adobe After Effects. And there are multiple plugins that the After Effects have to offer, but these tools do not offer them as well. Also, let's have a look at pricing. There is $12 per month, bill annually. Choose to 560 fps export, and you will be able to export Lottie as well for free as well. And the animation can be up to 30 seconds. 30 seconds are really great timeline, and you can really try using this tool. But again, the source file issue will also be there. If the client asks you for that, you might not be able to give them a happy response. So please keep that in mind. You can go ahead and use it, but as you can see that, let's just have a look at the learning platform. As you can see that there are not much sources available. You look at thousands of tutorials on YouTube for After Effects as well, so there will be it is a more accessible and easy tool to work with, in my opinion. So please, I would highly recommend to use After Effects for sure because of its huge advantages. UX animation for designers, no coding required. Okay, so this one is called Flow, but it has some great issues. The number one issue is motion design perfected. Create complex animations and interactive elements using layers and properties, not keyframes. So basically, we will not be adding keyframes. We will be using coding, but that's a developer's job, not a animator's job, right? So let's just skip it already. And this tool is called Glaxnimate, and I don't really think that it can offer what we are looking for because the limitation is only to GIF animations, and that's really not a good way to choose a software just because we can only create GIF animations from it or Lottie animations from it. So yeah, I don't think that, because there will be times when the clients will ask you for creating some really complex animations. There will be times when the client may ask you some different stuff to do that you might have tricky time in doing these softwares than doing it in Adobe After Effects. And learning Adobe After Effects is really helpful for your other skills as well, because you will be able to do multiple types of project if you have learned Adobe After Effects. So yeah, it's basically providing a bonus as doing Lottie animations inside After Effects as well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend those. So I will definitely recommend After Effects. Let's just go ahead and have a look at Animator by Haku. Okay, so as you can see, Haku motion design for your team's workflow. As you can see here, you have to basically add true or false commands. So I mean, it's not really that difficult, but it's still a bit tricky to use if you are a motion designer and because you are not a coder, right? So yeah, I don't really recommend this one as well. There is Inkscape, and it has some really huge problem because now, as you can see here, is there a video tutorial on how to use this extension? No, sorry, there isn't a video tutorial. So there is no basically a huge community around it which will teach you how to get things done. Okay, so the next one is Jitter basically offers a lot of templates which you can use to create animations, but when the client comes to you and asks you to create custom animations for them, you might get into trouble. So I think you should be able to think outside the box and create something amazing by yourself. So yeah, I don't recommend this also. Let's just go ahead and check the key shape. And now the key shape is really useless because purchase on the Mac App Store, the biggest issue is only the Mac App Store. The another issue is only available in certain countries. So there are chances that your client could be in one of those countries where it is not allowed. So not good at all. Okay, so let's just leave it out of the question. And Adobe Animate is mostly used for frame by frame animation, and we won't be doing that in this course. So maybe it's a topic for another day, or maybe when you are creating something similar to anime, or trying to create some really complex animations which you can't get done in Adobe After Effects, only then you will need this to work. Okay, so and also please keep in mind that there are so much integrations, but only LottieFiles have created a dedicated page for After Effects. So there must be a reason for that, right? As you can see, create a stunning animations with the LottieFiles plugin for Adobe After Effects. They have also created a dedicated plugin for After Effects. So basically they also prefer their users to use Adobe After Effects for creating animations. So basically you can test your animations inside After Effects without even uploading them, which is really good. So there are reasons to do this inside After Effects. Okay, so basically now you have to just download a ZXP plugin file, and then you can just install it really quickly. I have already installed this plugin, so I'm not gonna just install it again. So I will get back to you again in the next class, in which we will discuss the supported features and learn how to get started.